I just wanted to kind of follow up on my last video, which was getting back to basics and really trying to remember the things that we did before we had a market that was so incredibly inflated and busy as we did in the post-COVID 2020 and 2021. And now 2022 started out with a little less of a bubble in it, and we're working a little bit more realistically as we used to in our normal real estate market. Things are getting a little bit back to normal, and yet we feel like somehow we're not doing the business we did because we did so much, which was really an anomaly. It wasn't a normal market. What I want to say to you this morning is getting back to basics, which we've discussed, is critical. Getting back to making those phone calls, meeting those people, networking, following up, getting in touch with old clients who might have some real estate needs again, getting in touch with new clients, building a sphere of influence of more new potential customers and clients. The piece that's incredibly important, though, is you can plan all this. I remember having an agent once, wrote the best business plan I have ever seen. It could have come out of a Harvard MBA program. In fact, I think she had an MBA, and it was from one of the best schools. The interesting thing is when I hired her and when I watched her go through training and saw the business plan she wrote, I was really excited. I mean, so excited. I thought this woman is going to be amazing. Well, guess what? That woman never pulled the trigger. She had all the great ideas. She had everything going for her, but she didn't do the business. So I guess this morning what I'm talking about is that trigger pulling aspect of all the things that you plan to do when you get up in the morning, all the organization that you've put in place, all the things that you said you were going to accomplish today needs the action behind it. If you don't take the action, nothing ever happens. And you know what? That's the best differentiator between great agents and agents that are not terribly successful. It's that they pull the trigger. Sometimes you pull the trigger and things don't always work out right, but you continue to move forward with the next transaction and the next transaction and the next transaction. You bring more people into your sphere, and before you know it, you're busy and busy and busier. I have to tell you that if you can't take the action, you'll never be successful. How many times have I listened to agents saying, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and okay, that all sounds great, but do it. So I guess today what I'm really saying is be accountable. If you need an accountability partner, go get one. It could be a spouse, could be a manager, could be a colleague in your office, could be a good friend. It doesn't matter. But who is going to say to you, did you do what you had to do today? What happened? Who did you speak to? Did you get any listings? Did you have any appointments? Did you make those new appointments? Those are the things that are critically important. So all I can tell you is if you want to be a success in real estate, if you want to be winning at real estate, which of course those of us who have worked all our lives want to always be winning at real estate, you've got to pull the trigger. You've got to do the action that follows all the planning.